Good morning, everyone. I am Varun Gupta. I am Director and Head of Business for Government and Public Sector for Qlik India Private Limited in India. And today I'll be talking about what Qlik is, how our solutions have benefited our customers worldwide, and how it can be used in Indian defense sector. So talking about who we are, we are a 3-decade organization. We are present almost in all the countries in the world, around 38,000 customers, and have given a lot of defense-related solutions that we'll be speaking about. Among the industry recognitions, we have been widely recognized by industry experts and reviewers like Gartner, BARC, IDC, and as a technology leaders. And if I talk about India, we have been present in India for around 15 years now, around 1,000 customers, which are leaders in their respective segments. And I'm very proud to say that in the context of today's conversation, which is Make in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat, we started this journey long back, and we happen to be one of very few organizations which have R&D and support systems both in India for their global support base. And also we happen to add more than 50 to 60% of our product R&D and development effort from India, thereby fulfilling the Make in India compliance requirements of the industry, of the ministry, I'm sorry. So these are few of our large defense customers across the globe, from United States, from Australia, UK, Estonia, Malaysia, and of course, India. Indian Air Force is our existing customer. I'll be talking about it. Talking about Qlik India, we are almost all the industry leaders in private and public sector, they use our products. Major customers include Indian Oil, HPCL, Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Passport Seva. GEM itself is using Qlik for its analytical needs. And also other industries like finance and automobile and consumer durables, they use our solutions. So talking about what Qlik's motive is for defense, right? So what we have observed in my experience and with the defense customers and prospects is that the problem is same, which we have seen globally as well, is fragmented data sources, multiple systems, not talking to each other. There are data silos, and thereby leading to inefficiency in decision making when it comes to looking at all the data together and looking and making a cohesive decision. So what Qlik helps is to remove all those efficiencies, bringing the data sets together, bringing different systems and people together, and thereby removing those complexities, democratization of data, making it more upfront and known to people rather than people being, shatraps of their own data. So we eliminate those inefficiencies and thereby bringing the data and insights to the right people at the right time when they need it, so that they can make an efficient and fast decision making. So this is what we normally see, data in tables and spreadsheets, more hiding the information than showing it. What we bring it is, we bring that information to the fore by bringing different data sets together and enabling people to make right decisions. Okay. So on this, I would like to take a pause and show us a small video on one of such use cases where Qlik's system has helped US Army to make a very good decision in the supply chain and logistics. Video, please.
I'm an analyst in the Army trying to get more information about the current state of our Abrams tanks, specifically for the 1st Cav Division. Now, I've pulled up our Mission Readiness app that combines data from several DoD and Army systems so I can get a common operating picture for the information that's important to me. So on my equipment dashboard, I can see the on-hand quantity of all of our equipment and how much of that equipment is fully mission capable. I can also see where the equipment is located, and below I can get details on the equipment. Now, I could select on the map or use any of my drop-downs to filter my data, but I'll just use a global smart search to go after exactly what I'm looking for, which, again, is Abrams tanks in the 1st Cav Division. Right at the top of my Google-like search, I can see exactly what I was interested in. And now I can see that we have 260 Abrams tanks on hand, and the fact that 81% of them are fully emission capable. Now obviously, we're always shooting for 100%. I'll use the details below to see what's happening here. Now I want to know what's going on with the tanks for the 4th Squadron 9th Cavalry Regiment, which has the lowest percentage of tanks that are ready to fight. Now I can see that there are 7 serial numbers that are down, and I can also see why they're down. We have tanks that are down because of a fire extinguisher, and I can see what parts are on order as well. Now I can see where those parts are in the supply chain. Using Qlik, we were able to go from analyzing over 5 million pieces of equipment down to just 7 that needed our attention in a matter of seconds. So in a proof of concept exercise, we showed the Army they potentially had parts that had been collecting dust on the shelves for over 8 months, which represents an incredible opportunity for them to improve their readiness numbers by simply putting those parts on the tank and getting them up and running. So this gives me a very specific insight into individual tanks, but I may not be able to wait for parts, so I might want to know where all of our Abrams tanks are located throughout the country. Now I can see where all my tanks are located so that if I need to pull tanks from those bases, I can do that. It looks like we have a healthy quantity of tanks located in Fort Benning. I hope this gives you a much better insight into how you can use Qlik to gather data from multiple logistics data sources, quickly drill down into problem areas, and take action to improve your numbers.
So I sincerely hope few of us were able to relate to this example wherein, in one hand you are shortage of certain equipments and which are requiring certain small or big parts, and on the other hand we have availability of parts which are gathering dust on the shelves. So what Qlik helps is bringing these two things together at real time so that all the stakeholders can have the right information to make the decision. And not just the stakeholders don't even have to seek that information. Qlik will bring that information to you proactively, identifying such anomalies and sending you an email or an SMS saying, hey, this thing is down, why don't you do something about it? So moving forward, so we just saw this video. So supply chain is one such things where mission readiness is critical, but that's not the only thing where Qlik can help you. We can help you to bring in mission readiness in terms of your personal readiness, their trainings, their capability building, in terms of their health. Field intelligence is something that we have contributed to. We can also help to do your normal operational work like accounting and finance, your capability building, information technology. Last but not the least, the cybersecurity, which is becoming more and more critical as we speak. So these are few of the user groups. Actually, anybody can be an analytical user target, depends upon their interest. So now we want to show a small video on our small case study done on US Army, where we built up a enterprise level architecture on data analytics for advanced analytics for US Army, which helped them to bring together around 3,000 systems and their data to make efficient decision making. Can I have the video, please?
Today, our Defense Department leaders operate in an increasingly complex enterprise environment facing asymmetric threats from technically sophisticated global adversaries. Advanced analytic capabilities and ready access to data can help drive smarter, faster decision-making to combat these challenges. There are currently more than 3,000 business systems within the Department of Defense, each with their own interfaces and formats. This effectively isolates data in individual departments and agencies. This fragmented environment creates immense technical and institutional challenges, preventing effective use of our vast arsenal of enterprise data, which in turn hinders our ability to make data-driven decisions. Introducing Advana, a next-generation commercial-grade platform purpose-built by DoD to realize the power of common enterprise data to solve our most complex national defense challenges. Advana is specifically designed for the department's decision makers, mission owners, analysts, and data scientists. Unlike existing platforms, it's configured to simplify DoD's complex data environment and addresses a broad set of mission use cases, from finance, budget, and contracts to personnel, logistics, and readiness. Using common data models, natural language discovery tools, and self-service analytics, Advana is creating order out of chaos. Advana, your go-to platform for defense enterprise data and advanced analytics. Discover, understand.
So that was a small glimpse of what we did for United States Army. Talking about the scale of our platform that we developed for them, it had around 3,000 systems, around 600 terabytes of data, around more than 160 systems which we brought together, data sources, more than 30,000 users. So that was the scale of the data platform and how it was useful for the United States Army, and I think can be used for Indian Army as well. Indian Department of Defense cutting across different field of services is we did readiness analysis, force readiness analysis, advanced analytics, human resource analysis, equipment, supply chain analytics. We can do real estate analysis, cost and accounting, and so on and so forth. So possibilities are limitless. If you look at, once you bring in everything together, then you can look at it cohesively and make right decisions. So we just saw the video. And this is, I'll just quickly run through, given the paucity of time. Offices of Secretary of Defense is able to look at the cohesive information and make right decisions of all the three services. And if I may bring out a comment from their office, they are able to tie the boardroom to battlefield intelligence in one go, which I understand is one of the panel discussions later today, how to use technology to do that. We have done just that for United States Department of Defense. Logistics, we have, this has been used for logistics, bringing in efficiencies there, budget analysis. I'll quickly just give a glimpse of it, considering contract analysis is one such thing. Human resource analysis and finding resources where they are available. National Security Agency is able to bring down the budgeting process from 914 hours, wherein most of the time was used or wasted in plugging the inefficiencies, asking for information, to just 2 hours, because all the information that you need is available at your fingertips. This is a joint venture between Lockheed Martin and Boeing, where they have used Qlik solution. Joint Interoperability Test Center, Defense Security Cooperation Agency. I'll be happy to talk to more in detail at the booth where me and my team is available. Corps of Engineers, which is similar to our signals, who are able, 30,000 force which are using it for their project management, resource management, and financial management, our solution, our platform. US Army ACC is able to reduce the 90% in their development time, which was earlier the case, using our platform. So we have many such examples, but I would like to summarize, given the paucity of time, is our solution can bring efficiencies into the systems, which are inherent by design, to eliminate those roadblocks and to make the decision-making simpler and faster. Because as you know, in defense, the time is essence when you have to make a right decision, and that time you cannot be running for information here and there. And if it is available right time to the right people, it can save lives, it can save money. And another thing that I wanted to call out, given the spirit of today's discussion about the Atmanirbhar Bharat and the self-reliance, our solution, we are giving it to our customers and we hand it over to the control. Our solution is very open. It's, you can customize it using the API once it is given to the customer. And Qlik maintains no control over the solution. It's 100% given. They can customize it. And there are organizations like Tech Mahindra, TCS, Wipro, Indian organizations, which have used Qlik software and developed, using the open APIs, a lot of their own solutions on top of it, and thereby making it a 100% indigenous and self-reliant solution. So those solutions are available, and we are open to that. With that, I would like to continue this conversation outside the booth, and looking forward to having a meaningful conversation. Jai Hind.